sorry, the first thing to remember is to remain calm. Relax. If your husband says we need to leave at 8 p.m. sharp, don't even start the process until 7:45. Now, when you decide to go and put on your sari, the first thing you want to do is notice that your sari is much more wrinkled than you thought it was going to be. So you're going to need to iron this sari. Now the average sari takes about 8 hours to iron. So there's a couple of things to remember when you're ironing. The first is as you iron the sari, you want to push it over the edge of the ironing board so it crumples on the ground and decays forever. Your other option, if you have a man in your life, is you can have that man hold on the sari and just walk backwards slowly for an hour. Not doing it. Now, once you have put on the sari, once you've ironed the sari, the first thing you want to do is you want to make a knot in the edge of in the corner of the sari. And then you want to tuck it into your petticoat. Okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to wrap it around and then check the length. It will be wrong, so you want to unwrap it. And then you want to rewrap it and just repeat that 73 times. Now, at this point, your husband is probably a little bit irritated, all right? So he's going to say, honey, how much longer is it going to be? Remain calm. So he says, honey, how much longer is it going to be? You say something like, how about you shut the hell up? How about that? At this point, you want to take the sari and fold it a bunch of times in the front like this. And then you want to take the sari and tuck it into your petticoat. Now I know what you're thinking, Anish, I'm tucking a lot of things into my petticoat. Isn't it going to get tight in there? Yes, because you've gotten fat. Feel free to cry about that for 15 to 30 minutes, alright? Now, at this point, you want to take the sari and wrap it around one more time, and then throw it over your shoulder. You may notice that it doesn't look quite right. So at this point, you want to do the most important thing. Mommy! I can't get this sari on. No, mommy, I know I can't wear the yellow churidar. It doesn't fit me anymore. Yes, Mom, I know I've gotten fat. I know. Yes, I know Sheila lost all her pregnancy weight in 3 weeks. I know. Yes, I know I've never been pregnant. Then you hang up on your phone. Now, at this point, your husband is probably very upset, okay? And he's not wrong. It's been like 2 hours, right? So he's going to say something like, honey, how much longer is it going to be? And he's being perfectly rational at this point. So the only way you can react is with complete irrationality. So he says, honey, how much longer is it going to be? You say, really? Really? Was it hard for you to put your hands into that suit? Was it hard? Because I'm making a human dosa over here, okay? And then this is the important part. You say, you know what? I don't even want to go to this party. You